Hello, everyone. My name is Hawa Wage. I am the technology trainer here at Patterson Public Schools, and today I will be going over Google Docs, and we're going to go over the basic features on how to use the platform. So, Google Docs is a word processing program. So, if you're familiar with Microsoft Word, it is very similar with that program. However, Google Docs is a lot more intuitive and easier to use, and it is pretty simple to transition from Microsoft Word to Google Docs. In this video, I will show you guys how to convert a Microsoft Doc to a Google Doc, how to create a new Google document, and how to edit and share it out with others. So right now I am in my Google Drive, and what I'm going to do is upload a Microsoft file, and then we're going to see how simple it is to transition it into a Google Doc. So go to the upper left hand side where you see new, and go to file upload. And then here you're just going to locate your Word document. Mine is right here. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So as you can see, it's uploaded, and you can see that it's a Word document by the icon right here with the W. So what we're going to do is go ahead and open up the file. And once it loads up, you'll see that it is still in a Microsoft document format because you can clearly see the docx right here. In order to convert it over, just simply go to File and then go to Save as Google Docs. And what that's going to do is make a copy of that file in a Google Doc format and allow you to use all of the functionalities available. So it's very, very simple and an easy transition from Microsoft to Google. Alrighty, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and create a blank document and start from scratch. So you can access your Google documents in multiple ways. So in your Google Drive, if you just go up to New, you can easily open up a Google Docs from here. Or if you go to the upper right corner where you see these 9 dots, click into there and then you can go to Docs. And that's going to open up here, and you'll be able to see your recent documents that you opened, documents that was shared with you, or if you look up here, you'll be able to start a new document. So you can start a blank one, or you can create one using a template. So these are the default templates available. They have essays, letter, resume formats, and there's also a Patterson Public Schools gallery where other staff have created custom templates and shared it out for people to be able to use. So that is also something that you guys can take use of. So if you go to the top of the search bar here, you can also just type in docs.new to open up to a blank document. And I just want to show you guys the different ways that you can get to a blank document, a blank Google document, just so you guys can see how integrated all the Google apps are within each other and how simple it is to use. Okay, so now that we've opened up our document, we can just start adding text by simply typing. So I'm going to go ahead and type in monthly book report. And I'm going to type in my name and today's date. Today's the 23rd, 2024. Okay, perfect. Now, if you look right here on the upper left side, the document is currently untitled. If you go ahead and click into that field, it's going to automatically copy whatever is in the first line, and it's going to make that the title. So that's a neat tip that you can do to easily and quickly title your documents. Or if you just want to change it into something else, just double click it and type in something else. I'm going to add today's date. right here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there's a lot of ways that you can format and edit your text. So I'm going to highlight this right here. And then where it says normal text, I'm going to click into there and select title. And as you can see, it makes the text um, a lot bigger. If you want to increase the text size, you can still click that plus button right here and increase it. You can also make the text bold, italic, underline it, and also give it some color. All right, so now it's looking better already. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this right here and go to normal text. So this is just the text styles that you can choose from: title, subtitle, heading. I'm going to make this into a subtitle. Okay. Now, just to make it look more visually appealing, I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor in between my name and the date. And then on my keyboard, I'm going to hit the tab button to just shift the date over. Okay. So now we have the title of our document and a heading right here. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and insert an image. So there's two ways you can insert an image. You can click this image icon right here in the navigation bar, or you can go up to insert and go to image. And there's a couple of ways that you can insert an image. You can upload a image directly from your computer. You can search the internet. You can go through your Google Drive or your Google Photos. You can insert an image by um, entering in a URL or a link, or you can just simply take a photo directly from your camera and into the document. What I'm going to do is search the web, and right here I'm going to type in Romeo and Juliet cover. Okay, so here are the options that I find online. I'm going to go ahead and choose this image and go to insert. So as you can see, the image is here, but it's very huge. It takes up a whole other page. So what I'm going to do is resize this image. I'm going to click on it. And when you click on the image, you're going to see these blue corners appear. And what I'm going to do is grab it from one of the corners and just pull it in. Okay. Now, as you can see, the image is smaller now. So there are these blue dots from the sides as well that you can use to move and resize the image. I don't really like to do that because, as you can see, it can distort the quality of the image by making it super stretched out. So I just really like to keep it um, like that and then just drag it from the corners. You can also crop an image by just double clicking, and you're going to see these black borders appear. And what you can do is just bring in the image. So I'm going to just crop it right above the text right here. I'm going to just cut out all those names and then just bring this in a little closer here on the sides. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just click on any blank space to complete the cropping. So there we go. So now we've inserted an image. I'm going to go ahead and insert a table. So go to insert up here, go down to table, and I'm going to create a 3 by 3 table. Okay, so now we have a table created. If you want to add a extra row or extra table, you can just click on the corner of the table. You'll see a bar right here up here. Click to that plus button to insert another row. Or if you want to insert a column, you just go to the corner where you want to insert it from and then hit that plus button right here. So that's how you can also add on to your table as you go. And now what I'm going to do is add a link. So I'm going to go to a link. You can see it right here, this paperclip icon. Or if you go up to here to insert, you can go down to link. And then this box shows up. So these are the two boxes that you're going to fill out. So up here is the text that the viewer is going to see. This is what they're going to see and what they're going to click on. And then the second box here is the link that you're redirecting them to. So let's go ahead and look for a Romeo character analysis. I'm going to pick up this link right here. And then I'm going to copy it, paste that link right here. And then for the text, you can write anything that you like. You can type, click here to read more about Romeo's character analysis, and then hit apply. There, if you hover over the link, you can easily direct yourself to that website. So, alrighty, so now I just added a summary of the book right here. Some cool things that you can do is format the spacing and the lining of your text. So let's highlight this whole paragraph, and then what you can do is change it from single spacing. You can make it into double spacing if you want more space in between the lining. You can also create a checklist. As you can see, it becomes a checkbox right here. You can actually click the checkbox and do that. You can add bulletin points. So if you were to separate these into different sentences, you'll see it'll start to show you different bulletin points. You can have arrows, you can have different types, you can have stars. You can also use a numbered list, 1, 2, 3. So there's different ways you can format your text. Even the title up here, I'm going to highlight this. And then you're going to see this right here. What you can do is align your text. So right now is set to left align. You could do left, center, or right. So I'm going to make it center, just have right in the middle of the document, make it look more nice and sleek. So you guys can do that and ways to format your paragraphs and things like that. So now what I'm gonna do is show you guys how to share out your documents, how to download it, how to email it, and show you guys how easy it is to collab with Google Docs. So if you go to the upper right corner right here, you're gonna see it says share. I'm gonna go ahead and click into there. And currently I'm the only one with access. As you can see, I'm the owner of the document. Up here in this box, you can just type in an email address to share the document with someone. I'm going to go ahead and share it with myself. And you can also modify the permissions. So right now I set it to editor, but you can leave it to commenter, which I'll touch more on, which you can leave comments and suggestions. You can make them just a viewer, just to view the document. And you can also leave a nice little message like, hey, can you look over my book report? Then I'm going to give them a commenter access so they can be able to leave comments. And if you leave this checked off, notify people, then they're going to receive an email stating that you've shared your document with them. So I'm going to go ahead and click send. So if you go back to share, you click it again upper right corner, you can see that this person now has access. If you look down here, it says general access. You can also share your document using links. So you can click this button, it's going to copy the link for you. But the important thing is looking under this general access. So if you're going to share using link, there is two ways you can share. So if you have it set to restricted, then that means that if someone has access to this file by link, but they're not under people with access, then they will not be able to view their document and they will have to request access. Okay. So if you share out a link with a group of people, let's say you're doing a presentation and you want to share a link out with people, I would set the access to Patterson Public Schools so that anyone with a Patterson Schools email address and the link will be able to view the document. But if you just leave it as restricted, then you will have to add them under people with access in order for them to view the document. Okay. Or if you go up here to file, you can also email this file. So if you just want to email it to a specific person, you can email this file and then you can put the email of the receiver. You can edit the subject, the message, and attach the Google Doc. You can also download the document. So if you go to file, go down here to download, there's different formats you can download it in. You can download it in your Microsoft Word, PDF, plain text. There's different formats you can take. So that's pretty simple in the different ways you can share out document. What you can also do is go up to tools, go to spelling and grammar. And then what's going to do is spell check your text for you. Spell check, grammar check. So it's going to give you suggestions of what to change it to. So that's a good way to proof check your documents and making sure everything is spelled correctly. What you guys can do is go to suggesting mode. So right now we're in editing mode. So if you click here and go to suggesting, you can now leave comments and suggestions. So I'm going to just highlight this and type in, I'm going to delete this. And then you can also reply or write more details of your comment. So you can say, delete this and add more details. And what you can also do is if you use the @ symbol, you can also tag someone. So I'm going to tag myself and then continue to read a comment like, make sure that the spelling is correct. So when you @ someone, they'll be notified that you mentioned them and they will be able to view your comment. So what the viewer sees when you leave a comment is they'll be able to click on to right now I'm still in suggesting mode, so let's go back to editing mode. And then you can go ahead and actually click on the suggestion, and then you can either accept or reject the suggestion. And if you accept it, it's going to delete it. If you reject it, it's just going to keep it as it was. So suggesting mode is really, really useful when you're doing group projects. If you want someone to review your file for you and leave any comments, any critiques or anything like that. One more thing I want to show you guys is the offline feature. So if you go up here to file, you can make your document available offline. So Google Docs is internet based. So everything works as long as you're connected to the internet. But if you set your document to be available offline, then you can be anywhere with no internet access and still be able to edit your document. So let's say if you're traveling, if you're flying, if you know you're going to be somewhere with a low internet connection or no internet connection at all, it will be really, really useful to turn it your offline access on so you can still be able to use your Google Docs. Alrighty, so that was kind of a basic 101 fundamental level of Google Docs. I really hope you guys were able to pick up a thing or two from this video. Um, Practice is key. So if you really want to master Google Docs, just make sure you're practicing. Play around with it a lot. I know we covered a lot today, but if you guys have any questions, then please feel free to reach out to the help desk. Thank you guys so much, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.